Well, good morning, friends. Mark Holmes here, of course, with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, as well as Joe Bear in the house. And as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. So let's get open for business here, and let's wake up. Oh, they're already awake. They're down here ready to put in the work. Hope everybody is doing good on this hump day. No coffee this morning. Got to get my physical. Can't eat anything after midnight or anything before you go. So I'm a little parched without my coffee. And I also got to check up on my knee, go back to see the orthopedist to see what the word is on exactly 5 weeks after having my knee operated on, what they actually have to say about it. I think it's actually doing really, really good. May get a shot of cortisone in there before we get ready to go to the Pro Football Hall of Fame. But whatever it takes, we're going to be there, and we're going to have a ball and bring you guys the best coverage out there. So today, hump day, is hump day for the Dallas Cowboys because this is practice number 2 of 3 in a row. They get through this one, then it's downhill for the next one. And when you start having, now fully padded practices, and your body has now, when you play football, there's in shape and then there's football shape. And there's a big difference. Anybody who's played football knows exactly what I mean by that, because you can go out and run, 10 miles. You can go ahead and lift all the weights and everything else. But until you start actually practicing football, until you actually start hitting in the pads, it's a totally different thing. Your body almost has to start getting used to being hit and almost calloused to that. And those first couple of weeks of training camp can be rough. And so they had 2 practices in a row last week, and this week they've got 3 in a row. They're going to be a little sore out there. And we're going to have a lot of guys who are fighting truly for positions on this team. Everybody wants to make the team, but we got more guys there than can. And so you're going to see some spirited battles and maybe some fights and a little bit of everything. So Micah Parsons, somebody who people believe, even though he hasn't stepped foot on the field at a game yet, believe could be defensive rookie of the year, was actually on NFL Network last night. And I want to play that interview on him because, we want to get to know our players.
All right, I'm sitting here with Micah Parsons, a.k.a. Little Slum Baby. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Did I get that right? All right, and he's in his fourth camp practice. And Micah, Slum Baby. How you feeling, man, in your 4th practice? They're throwing a lot at you, playing that linebacker position. The quarterback basically on defense.
Mm-hmm. So far it's been really good. They haven't really put too much on me. I think building off minicamp and OTAs really helped me actually, come back from the COVID thing, getting that. So when I came out here, everything just been like a refresher. Notebook is pretty fat right now, just so I can grasp everything. And I think I've been doing pretty well. Some things that I want to fix, and I'm myself's biggest critic. What I mean?
Defense, man. Defense was the big conversation in the offseason, right, for the Cowboys. Didn't do well. So they go out and get what Jerry Jones says a war daddy, right, linebacker position. When you look at this defense, when you look at the Cowboys and the guys around you, are you optimistic that you guys can turn things around?
I'm very optimistic. Looking at today, looking at everybody's going after the ball, flying, looking at who I'm playing in front and beside, it looks very exciting. I think we're going to do really great things this year. I'm not really seeing too many weaknesses. We got a lot of great additions to this team, and I'm excited to see what we do.
When you look and see your defensive coordinator, Dan Quinn, in the trenches with the D lineman with the mitts on, doing hand drills and all that, and then he's sitting up in the meetings, he's intense, and he's been around some great defenses and some great linebackers for that matter. Does it motivate you and get you excited for what you guys are going to be doing this year?
Extremely, and he's very hands-on. I mean, we stayed after practice a couple times and met before practice, working on how to get to the quarterback, how to get better. And, his expectations is high, but, when you got great people and you got a great locker room, we all want to reach those expectations and exceed them. And I think that's what we're doing a great job of, keep coming after us, and we're just going right back after him, back and forth, and that's the type of feedback you want to see on the team.
It seems like it's competitive. Like you guys are out there talking, you guys are out there having fun, and it's got to be fun.
Yeah, it's super competitive. Everybody's like, who's going to make the next big play? You kind of want to make that play and get angry at yourself if you don't make that play, but when your number's called, you got to go do it.
The spotlight is on, man. You're at the star. Everybody's going to be watching. I appreciate you. Stay healthy, man. And I know you're going to have a great year.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
All right, man. I love that interview there. That is actually a window into the soul of what is the Dallas Cowboys defense this year. I want to take a quote here also from Neville Gallimore, the Canadian bulldozer, another guy who has been kind of lost in the wash, who had a pretty good rookie year when he finally got his opportunities. And when you see somebody who is as big as he is, in the three technique, having the speed that he has, knowing that he's had an off season this year to really go ahead and put on a little extra strength, get a little bit more speed, and really learn the defense even better, you realize that we're actually building a young, strong, quick, physical defense. And this is a quote from him yesterday. In the back of my mind, I know how special I can be. I look at guys who play my position have played 5 to 6 years or 9 to 10 years, Pro Bowls, and that motivates me. Just knowing how far I've come, I still just think back to me being that little kid in Canada. It was never really about the money or about having anyone like me. It's like, I like football. I love football. I just want to see how great I can be. Neville Gallimore. I truly love hearing that, and it's not about the money. It's about how far I can go, how great I can be. And this is the thing that we were missing so much last year, was it hunger and a drive to be successful. The other part of this is, as I watch this and seeing and hearing Micah Parsons talking about his coach, who's down in the trenches there. He's there with the pads and things. And you kind of get a window into the soul of maybe what happened in Atlanta. And don't get me wrong, the Atlanta Falcons went to the Super Bowl. Let me say that again. The Atlanta Falcons went to the Super Bowl with him as the head coach. Yes, they had the greatest collapse in the history of football. Shit happens. But getting to the Super Bowl is no easy feat, as Jerry Jones has proved over the last 26 years. We haven't had anybody even close to that. Being that said, you see the difference of being a head coach is you're in charge of everybody and everything. You have to be the CEO of it. And see, most CEOs have no idea how you make the sausage. They don't care how you make the sausage. Just making sure I got somebody there who was there making the sausage. Well, to me, it's appearing more and more that may not be the best role for Dan Quinn. That Dan Quinn, and I've learned this myself, because we used to build, we built a 80,000 square foot warehouse, and I've got all these people that are working for me. I've worked for companies where we've done jobs down at Smithsonian, things where I have to be in charge of people and stuff, doing all the paperwork and being the face and stuff. I hate it. I'd rather be the one that's in there actually showing them how to do it, doing the work, getting my hands dirty. And it appears like Dan Quinn has been rejuvenated, where he's jumping in there, taking Quentin Bohannon's position. He's there with the hands, working with them before practice, after practice, getting these guys together, that this is the position for him to be. Not everybody's meant to be a head coach, and not everybody's meant to be a defensive coordinator. And sometimes you get what you think you want, and then you find out it's really not. It's not the grass greener on the other side. And I think this is the place for Dan Quinn. You could see the excitement. You heard Micah Parsons saying, yeah, the playbook gets thick. I didn't hear him once say it was too complex. So I am excited, I am happy, and I cannot wait to see these guys on the field. I think the Cowboys, and I know I hear everybody saying, yeah, it's what you say every year. Yeah, it's what you, and maybe it is. But, a broken clock is right at least twice a day. And maybe one of these times we'll be right about it. But I'm not going to tamp down my excitement or my enthusiasm, because I love this. And with that being said, I got to get ready to roll up out of here. I got work to do in the workshop. I got work to do to get ready for the Hall of Fame. I got to go see the doctor. And I've got to keep you guys informed of everything that is the Dallas Cowboys. You know how we roll.
Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Sports